hope you can hear it, because this is like really freaky. It's the oddest sound I've ever heard. Now I'll turn the flashlight off. Go up a bit further and try it again. Right now, I don't care. I'm toasty warm in this new coat. Got a new fleece underneath. Wearing a shemag. Got a balaclava on my head. Plenty of friends about, but they seem to run away when I come nearby. All I need now is to be attacked by a werewolf. Alright, I think that'll do for now.
Most people probably don't remember that, or that happened, but remember back in the late 70s, the Air Force and the U.S. government and the Carter administration was trying to figure out how they were going to base the latest and most powerful nuclear missile that we had ever developed. It's then known as the MX, now the C. So the idea was that really convoluted nuclear war. Well, probably one of the reasons why, the Soviets at the time started into this, and so did we. Yeah. So, we wanted to be able to so we didn't have to have this shit. We didn't have bullets for people, we just had being able to blow up. Well, the Soviets kind of had the same idea. They wanted to take out our missiles, because then that would be the temple of the king. So we built a missile. And when you put it in the fire, it looked like something really and that was all those are brought in the fire. Those were fixed positions so that it was on the map. So somebody came up with this great idea. It's called, I think they called it, it's now called the shelving theory, right? Or the shelving strategy, where you build these shelters in the
You're flattening me back, aren't you, you bastard? You bastard!
Joining me. This is my next video of the knife I just finished. It's a Damascus blade which I've had for quite a few years and just never got around to doing anything with it. You can see it just down there at the bottom of the screen. It's marking out the angle of the wood that needs to be removed so that the blade sits. And as you push that in, the excess epoxy will pour out and help seal the red liner. And here I've added the epoxy and I'm just hammering it down, making sure that there's a tight fit. So I had a larger block of wood to work with here, and I couldn't be bothered using a saw to cut off the excess. Even though this is curly birch and it's actually classified as a hardwood, it is actually quite soft to work with. Next morning, next day, or a couple of days later when your hands are back to normal, pick it up again, have a feel of it, try cutting something with it, and then at that stage you'll know if the handle is the right size and the right shape. Because after doing it, when you've been working on it for hours, your hands are tired and you're not feeling things the way you normally would. Okay, now I'm at the final stage yesterday, before reshaping the handle, but I was oiling it. And I just want to show you guys something. See the dry patches? And let's put some more oil on this and watch carefully. You'll see the oil actually get absorbed into the wood. There's a thick coating on there now, but you can already see that some of it's getting soaked up. Some parts of curly birch is quite soft and other parts are quite hard, and there's the soft areas that's actually soaking up a lot of the linseed oil. I must have given this knife probably about 15 or so coats and it was still soaking it up. So it's well and truly impregnated with linseed oil now, so that helps with weatherproofing it. Alright, now I'll go into the still photos and show you the final result.
In other parts of the world too. Here in Australia, I've had the great opportunity to travel with Aboriginal people. They've been incredible teachers to me. I've actually spent more time in Australia in the company of Aboriginals than I have in modern Australians. I have a more Aboriginal outlook on the Australian bush than a Western one. That is because they taught me that, and it's a real privilege to do so, and very interesting. The first community I went to work with was a tiny community right in the top of Australia, in an area that you can only go into with Aboriginal permission. Here I worked with an extended family, 14 people, for a period of a month making a documentary. In those days we would spend a month making a half-hour documentary. Today an hour-long documentary may be made in 15 days, so there's been a big change in television in that time.
I've got these two little ships from Star Trek. It's the Enterprise and the Klingon Bird of Prey. They are actually small toys that came with a base like this, and they sit on the base like that, and you can put them on a shelf or on a desk. But I never have, because I just didn't like the base, and I always wanted to do something different with them. Okay everyone, this is the display board I was telling you about. It's made of steel. It's got a very, very strong leg at the back here to keep it upright. It does need a bit of a clean. The little models will sit upright, so that's basically going to be bent into an L shape, with one end for the model and the other end goes in through the hole. I haven't even opened the container yet, and I've already got glitter on my fingers. This is the really, really fine powdered stuff. This has dried, so the glitter won't actually stick. So what I do is the areas that I want a little bit of glitter on, I've pretty much used this up, there's only a little bit left. I'm going to do a quick strip of wet paint across, and then I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on from approximately 3 feet up, so that it'll drift down and very, very small amount will actually stick to the wet paint. The stuff that lands on the dry paint can then be blown off later on. Now I mounted the hooks and they work well, but they're just a little loose. So what I did is just simply used electrical tape, just wrapped the wooden blocks in it. And the good thing about this is that later on it can always be replaced or updated with new tape as it gets old, and you can take it off quite easily at any time.